Did Akademiks just take his first loss of 2026? I know a lot of people hate Akademiks, a lot of people love him, so stay locked in for this video to see how Ak could be losing millions of dollars very, very soon. So Samaya is a young, newly popular streamer. I knew about her being NoCap's girlfriend. I'm assuming they broke up. She just went on vacation with Trippie Redd. She had already went viral a few months ago. She turned down Floyd Mayweather's number request. He had sent one of his guys out to get her number, but she was on stream, so she turned it down on stream. Then she immediately cut the stream off. So we don't know what happened after that, but one can assume. Ak sees all this. He sees her go on vacation with Trippie after being with NoCap. And that's really kind of what jumped everything off.
Already here, she's NoCap's girlfriend. He's never claimed her, ever. Now we're seeing her with Trippie Redd. Look, he stopped claiming her. She's now with Trippie Redd. Which, by the way, people were like, "Yo, this is crazy. You turned down Floyd Mayweather for Trippie Redd is wild. This is insane." So apparently, she was caught on vacation. This is her. I don't know how internet Texas figured this out. This is her laying on Trippie Redd in the background. You know, Trippie Redd puts her on a private jet. You know, she's feeling, you know, like she's a chick. So this is her friend, you know. So Trippie puts her and her friends on the private jet. They're all flexing, this and third. You know, it's kind of like a sad life a bit, chat. Like, you know how girls post. They post everything but the man paying for the trip. Right? Like, you have to find out it's this nigga by looking at the back of his head. By the way, it's devious. Whoever who found out that this was Trippie based on the back of his head is crazy.
You can hate Ak all you want. He not wrong. It can be a sad existence, and we've seen it all too often. Like, look at your Ruby Roses or your India Love, like or even your Brittany Renner, right? They all like beautiful, bad bodies, young, dating all these famous guys, right? And then 5, 6, 7, 10 years down the line, a couple kids, a little washed up, they get online wishing they would have done something differently. Right, if you look at like an Amber Rose, I'm sure she never thought she'd be in a position she's in now, right? Like, she dated all type of rappers from Kanye to Wiz, right? Her most recent dude left her for a fucking old ass lady. I think that's really just what Ak is trying to get across. Like, it may seem like a glamorous lifestyle now, but don't get caught up. Don't just say, yeah, oh yeah, Trippie, I'll come with you out of town. Then the next rapper invite, oh yeah, I'll come with, like, because 5 years from now, that's going to look crazy on your jacket, right? And maybe Akademiks doesn't have the best intentions, right? So maybe he's feeling like he's been done wrong by women, or maybe he sees himself as the type of dude that can never really get that type of woman before he got, you know, a bag. But I don't know. I don't know that man's intent. He could have, you know, the best intentions for him. But at the end of the day, it's just good advice. You know, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her going from jet to jet, from rapper to rapper, right? That just looks bad.
If you have a girlfriend, and maybe you watch me with your girlfriend, cherish her. I promise you. The type of women that men most likely would like to wife up, they're dwindling fast and they're becoming a scarcity. So if you got a girl, and yeah, she might be annoying sometimes, maybe you got a couple pet peeves, but the major things she knocks out the park. She's not a whore. She's submissive, docile, and feminine. And she's not one of these chicks that is basically an escort. Because when you hear a girl tell you about what type of money you need to make to date them.
Now, I agree. If a woman is saying a man has to make a certain amount of money before she would even consider dating them, I mean, I guess technically that doesn't make you an escort, but you're not far from it. I mean, that's like if a dude says, no, I'm not a trick. I don't pay for pussy, but he, you know, taking a girl on trips. He taking her out to eat extravagant restaurants, basically saying, all right, I'm not going to buy her a bag to have sex, or I'm not just going to hand her cash to have sex, but you still paying for it, my guy. So maybe the women that only date men based off their income, maybe they're not escorts, but they still getting paid to fuck.
If she want a nigga that makes 60K to 100K a month, let her say what she say. That's for me, not for you. That's for her to like.
So she comes out, she says she needs a man to make at least 60 to 100K per month. Really, they were angling towards the 100K per month thing, which if you don't know what that is, that would be at least $1.2 million a year.
Now, had Akademiks strictly just been talking about this girl, Samaya's friend, I think he'd be in the clear because she was the one saying she needed a certain dollar amount to consider dating a dude. But I think Akademiks' mindset is, if this girl has this mindset, she's your friend, a good enough friend to go on vacation with her, y'all are all on vacation together with the rapper, what's the chances that you're any different, right? And I mean, I can't say that I disagree. It makes perfect sense, but when you have these strong opinions, and you say these things trying to be funny and entertaining, it allows people to try and come after you with things like this.
Mr. Livingston Allen, a.k.a. DJ Akademiks, a.k.a. boy. Hey, but what you're not gonna do is get on this motherfucking internet and call Samaya an escort. Say that she slept with somebody that she didn't. That there, my boy, is the definition of defamation per se. Sexual favors for money. That is a textbook definition of defamation. And escorting is what you're trying to say that she did, and that's what you're trying to imply that she did. She's never done that. She's never done that in the past. She didn't do that, and she's not doing that in the future. So for you to get on the internet and say that, you're implying that she's an escort. You are defaming her character. Now, she sent you a letter, a cease and desist letter.
I 1000% support this mother having her daughter's back, because too many times parents don't have their children's back. So I 1000% support that. But it's something about the way she's smiling that's pissing me off. Like, bro, you are a grown-up. Like, you can't fight your own battles. You had to call your mom? How are you old enough to go on a vacation with a rapper you just met, but you're not old enough to handle somebody talking about you? And the way she looks so gleeful, like, yeah, get him, mom. But I can't front. Mom sound like she definitely know what she's talking about. And definitely sound like she got a little bit of hood in her. So Akademiks might want to chill, like a hood lawyer or, you know, like something like that. Akademiks might got to chill.
Your insecurities onto Samaya, because that's the lifestyle that you fuel for other bitches. That don't mean Samaya's doing that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that there aren't women out here doing it, because they damn sure are. That doesn't mean that every woman is doing it. Mm-hmm. Because you want to sit up there and drop 80 bands on people to fly because you talking about you trying to crack. Everybody ain't doing that, Livingston.
I don't even know what he looked like standing up. He built like SpongeBob. Like, I don't even know why we even keep going back and forth with him.
Somebody is a prostitute or an escort, that's an actionable offense. If it's an actionable offense, that can be turned into defamation if the person did not do the actionable offense. I can't say, hey, oh, well, DJ Akademiks, I think that he is a murderer if DJ Akademiks never murdered anybody. That's not an opinion. That's a statement of fact of an actionable offense. So I need you to learn the definition, and I need you to be able to differentiate between both.
Ooh, okay, mama not playing by the daughter. Again, nothing but respect for this lady. Now, I watch a good amount of Akademiks streams, his content. He's a lot of times going over court cases. You can tell he thinks he's like a lawyer low key. So he does know, better than to defame people or slander people, that he can be held liable. So, I don't think he exactly called her an escort. He may have referred to her actions as escorty, or, maybe could be confused with being an escort. No, escort culture, I think is what he called it. And look, to me, that sounds about right. You going on trips with somebody you just met, you laying your head on his shoulder, you just dated this other rapper, right? Like we all know what's going on. And a lot of times I feel like mainstream media or people in general will want to help, but it's already too late. The girl has already been trafficked. The girl has already been done wrong or whatever. And then everybody's trying to run to her defense. What's wrong with seeing these actions before it gets there and saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this, because if you do, we've seen where this road goes. We've seen where this road leads, and it's not always the best for the woman. And that's kind of my problem with the mother, even though, again, she held her daughter down. She was protecting her daughter, all for it. But like when you get off stream, I expect that you're telling your daughter, like, all right, maybe we should calm down with dating the rappers, or at least being seen publicly with. Because if you keep jumping from rapper to rapper, eventually when you're ready to settle down and get in a relationship, this man that you choose is going to see all this. The children that you have are going to see all this, right? So it doesn't just go away. And fuck what other people think about you. What would that do for your future, right? Like in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, are you going to want to have had all those partners? Like, in one of these clips, she was saying Akademiks compared her to Selena Powell, and she was very offended by that. But if people are able to compare you to that lady in any sort of way, maybe you should start to look at your actions and decide if you want to make some change. Now, of course, Akademiks being big can't back all the way down, but to me, it's pretty obvious he got the message.
The comments start getting to her, torturing her. She went to ChatGPT and wrote up a whole cease and desist saying she's planning to sue me. Kid you not. She sent it from her DM, sent it to, kid you not. But, and the fun, I was like, whoa. She was like, yo, you have, like, you're fucking up my money, and you have people believing a false thing about me. And I accuse her of participating in what I call escort culture. If that is defamation, I don't know. But okay. She claimed that being an escort was an illegal thing. No, that's not necessarily true. Prostitution is illegal. She sent me this whole legal document. No lawyer listed. It says pro se. That's how I know she went to ChatGPT. It was ironic because I felt like that was even hell proving a point. She said, "You're f***ing up my money by exposing this culture that you know my behavior could be associated with." What does that tell you already? But okay. I even told her, I said, listen, you know, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I really got nothing against you. You know, you just made it personal. You sent them tweets at me. Like, I really made a general statement, even though, yeah, you were involved in that video that I reacted. Intent, there's no, you know, I don't want to drag it or nothing like that. So I said, let's get on the phone. And here's what my proposition was going to, no. So I said, give me your number. So I'm saying, I want to get on the phone. Instantly. And this should tell you all you want to know. Remember, she sent me this ChatGPT cease and desist. I'm like, oh my God, I could tell she's so triggered. She's blah, blah. She's trying to type all legal now. She's like, calling me a thought is one thing, but accusing me of doing that and saying I'm getting flued out to get. She misconstrues me asking for her number as me asking, like, for what number in monetary sum would I settle before we get to litigation? Yo, chat, it's always about the moolah. It's always about money with these people. You know, she had like a list of demands. She said, could you not call me that word again? Not too sure if I called her the word, even though I did admit that I said she participated in that culture, but maybe I did, who knows? I'm not talking about her every day, cool, whatever.
Is this Akademiks waving the white flag? Who'd ever thought we'd see this day? And, you know, not really. He's still going to talk his shit, but I think this is the best we're going to get for now. But if you're still here with me, we are family. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next family conversation. It's your boy, Dope Digitals. I appreciate you rocking with me thus far. Until the next time, YouTube. Peace.